Welcome to the Button Mappers, where, despite what you may think, me and Spencer, even if you put our brains together, we're not that intelligent.
I think our IQ
We've
combined is over 20, and I'm not
we
bragging.
we've fooled you for all these years. You thought we were two very smart gentlemen, but turns out we're not as smart as AI.
No.
No, AI's really raised the bar here. Spencer and I, we've used AI tools, and we continue to use AI tools as we go along. But we figured, what would be fun if we used AI to craft the ultimate button mapper video.
Yeah.
How
It's
do you
well,
feel about that, Spencer?
it's become too hard to produce content for YouTube, quite honestly.
Yeah, can't brain hurt.
Brain hurt, and we figured, well, why not just instead of like if there's something that does it for us, wouldn't it be smarter just to use that? Like it's
Yeah.
better at producing content than we are, so let's just have it do the whole show. Like I give up on trying to create content. Let's just have the Chat GPT
Well,
do it.
exactly. And there's no use of fighting it because we're gonna get to a point. I mean, like, I just bought this computer. This is my arc for this month. I have a new computer. I just bought this computer and there's an AI chip. It's like a what is it? Like a the AMD Ryzen AI 5, which is like a processor, right? Like there's an AI chip in my new laptop.
Hmm.
So like there's no use of fighting AI. Like it's gonna take over eventually. I might as well sit back, let it do its job, stop thinking altogether, and open a big bag of Cheetos, jerk off,
Yes, yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's all I need to do. I just need
Yeah,
to embrace it.
I agree. So we're gonna create an episode here with ChatGPT, and if it is successful, this is really just what you're gonna be seeing from now on.
Yeah, the channel would just be an AI content farm.
Yeah,
That's it.
and I think it's
I
for the better, to be honest.
and like honestly, like, I like this idea because I won't even need to like show up for anything anymore.
I've been
Spencer
looking.
was just
I've been looking for a way to get you to stop showing up to this.
Yeah, Spencer just had to push a button and like there's AI generated Alex.
Hmm. And we can make them timely too. So like if the PS6 is announced, I can just say write me a podcast about the PS6 and click a button, and then I don't have to call Alex.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good idea. I maybe that's because like we haven't decided what we're gonna have AI make this time for us. So maybe that's what we should do is the announcement of the PlayStation 6.
Yeah, I think we should. This will
Okay.
put us on the cutting edge of the YouTube algorithm.
I think a good first step though would be because we have Chat GPT brought up here. A good first step, Spencer, would be just to ask it to tell us about the button mappers.
Okay.
Let's
Tell
see.
us about the button mappers. Is that it? Like YouTube channel or
Yeah, YouTube channel.
YouTube channel?
There we go. That
Okay.
should do it.
All right, we're live. Let's see what it says.
Search in the
Searching the
web.
web. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Button mappers, also known as the button mappers. That's true. Is a YouTube channel and podcast hosted by Alex and Spencer that dives deep into video game discussions, reviews, debates, rankings, and gaming culture. They describe their format as talk about video games, play video games, review video games, debate video games, rank video games. I'm not
Did
sure that's.
we?
I'm not sure we've ever described it that way.
I don't think we've ever done that. I don't
But
know
they
where it's
did get
pulling
that
that
it's
from.
Alex and Spencer. That's
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Do we
Okay.
do we? I mean, technically, we do those things. Yeah, I mean, debate.
Um,
I get what the debate part that they probably pulled the debate stuff that we talk about, and then
yeah.
we have ranked. We do have done ranking videos.
We have done rankings before. We play on the Quest episodes and also with the live streams.
Hmm.
Um, and then what else was it? Review. I review a game each month right now.
That's true. So technically, it's right. I don't know if you described it that way, but it is true. All of those things individually are true. So that's good.
Yeah.
Content highlights, podcast episodes. They recently discussed hot topics like Xbox, Metal Gear Solid 2, and skepticism around a potential Nintendo Switch 2. Because
I don't know. One of those things is not like the other. Hot Topic is not what I would call Metal Gear Solid 2. But I mean, hey, the other two are hot topics.
It did pull. It looks like it pulled from the latest video.
Yeah.
Remap deep dives. For example, their episode on Banjo-Kazooie features classics explored from origin story to remap. Interesting.
That's interesting because for one, that is like a 4-year-old episode or something. And also, I think we've done remap like twice in the past when we did that. So that is strange that it pulled that.
Yeah. And special segments, game show spoofs, quirky videos like Will They Survive? And space-themed clips such as In Space, Nobody Can Hear Alex Scream.
What the fuck is that? What does that mean? In space, nobody can hear Alex scream?
That must have been a video that we released that had that?
No. I swear to God, that has not been a video. What the fuck does that even mean?
It says here, it's got like a link to it.
Button mapper video response, exploring it's in the description.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
It's a video response.
Why it stands out. Wide-ranging video game coverage. Their show format covers everything from deep retro game explorations to modern console debates. It's true.
Yeah, sure.
Energetic duo dynamic. Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Alex and Spencer, often joined by guests like Teddy. Ooh. Bring playful banter, thoughtful analysis, and plenty of humor.
Damn, dude. Teddy was the integral part of the show. You're just going to call him a guest like that?
Downgraded. And technically that isn't right, really.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
But I can see why it made that mistake.
He's technically never been a guest because he was a host and then he left. He's never appeared as a guest. You appeared as a guest before.
Yeah, that would have been more accurate. Mix of formats, whether it's podcast-style discussions, ranking lists, nostalgia deep dives, or game show twists, their videos keep things fresh and entertaining.
Do you think it's counting Game Talk Tonight as a game show or something?
No, but we have done game show type episodes. Like we did, Is It an RPG?
Yeah, we have done that. And we did the Tony Hawk Community Challenge.
Yeah,
I guess that was kind of like a game show and stuff, or like the Mercenaries, Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries, where we tried to outdo each other. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll give it that. Okay, keep going. Yeah.
Okay, here's our latest video. How to explore the channel. This is what we should. What's it?
It's just search the button mappers on YouTube.
No, I think this is good for the people watching. They should learn how to find us. Search YouTube for the button mappers, and then you should like, comment, and subscribe on the first video you see. Or check out their main channel page. They release a regular podcast series and shorter themed videos. Best for gamers who appreciate a mix of nostalgia, analysis, humor, and community dialogue. There you go.
Okay. Do you think that describes us well?
I think community dialogue was an older thing, but I don't want to completely rule it out.
We still have it. I mean, we're doing live streams now, and also we bring community members in for certain things. Like Game Talk Tonight has some community aspects, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've kind of cut out the community dialogue part of that, though.
Yeah, we
just troll them.
Yeah, just troll. Yeah, just troll the community. That's what we do now.
And the Q&As have done so poorly that I'm assuming that's just almost out.
Let's ask it to tell us more about Alex and Spencer, because I want to know what it thinks about us as hosts.
And Spencer in relation to the YouTube channel. I don't want to know what it thinks of us outside of it. Probably evil things.
I think their human skin is delicious.
Meet Alex and Spencer. Let's talk about Alex for a second.
Ooh.
Often referred to simply as Alex, as most would, of TurboZone. He brings a fun, high-energy host persona with a background in gaming commentary via TurboZone. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. You got it right.
On the podcast, Alex leads vibrant discussions on video game topics, from classic franchises to new releases, and is known for his enthusiastic banter and engaging conversational style.
Is that accurate, Spencer?
I think so.
Let's rate it for each other. Do you think do you think that accurately describes me?
I would give that a 7 out of 10. I think it should, if it wanted to go a little bit deeper, it would say that you like your tastes are more eclectic, and you like things that that might seem more obscure and off the mainstream. So like a lot of
Yeah.
Sega. You like to explore classic games like from Atari and things that might not be more that exclusive to modern platforms. I think I would add that.
I mean, I like modern games too, but the modern games I tend to like are more games that like challenge
Hmm.
game, like what video games are in a
Yeah,
way, I guess. So,
and I mean, think about the things that you produce a lot is like a lot of
oh yeah,
classic
yeah,
style stuff.
my content. I mean, I'm the only fuck, dude. I mean, up until this year, which I need to correct. Maybe I'll do it in the game talk tonight. I've literally made it a point every single year to cover something by SNK.
Right. Which I constantly yell at you for, but you will not stop.
And I will not stop. I refuse.
Do you want to read the next part, or how do you want?
No, it's the text is kind of small for me, so I've on my screen here.
Okay. Known as Spencer of RPG Archive, he brings RPG expertise and thoughtful insights with roots in tabletop and video game roleplay commentary. Together, Alex and Spencer create a dynamic balance. Alex's spontaneity complements Spencer's analytical approach, making their exchanges both entertaining and informative. You got lumped into mine.
Not inaccurate. Well, I think yeah. Why did I get lumped into yours for one? I think I should have been separate. But it's going to say they're collaborative chemistry, so maybe we'll figure out there. But I think that's true for the most part. I mean, RPG expertise, I think, is definitely your thing. You talk a lot about RPGs in relation to these games as a whole, a
Mhm.
lot. I don't know about tabletop. I mean, I know you do play tabletop. You
But I
like
don't really
D&D
bring it
and
up a
stuff.
lot, right?
Yeah. You don't really talk about tabletop as much, though. But I do think that it is interesting that it comments. Yeah, why did it bring up my spontaneity? Compliments your analytical approach. Is that true? Is that? I mean,
It means I'm the thinking man.
analytical. I mean, you do. I think you do analyze. I think that is true. I think you do. You're pretty good at analyzing games while we're talking about them. Um, even if it's, I've always kind of liked that. Like, even if it's something that like I know you're not particularly enjoying. I mean, hell, you can look at Quest for the Worst for that. You often bring analysis to those games, even and like try to see the different aspects of them, even when they're just awful games. So,
Mhm.
so like, yeah, I guess that's right.
Okay.
I guess that's true.
It's almost like
I guess that's
it's
true.
teaching us things about us that we didn't even think about. Like we don't really.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Good for you, Chat
Yeah.
GPT. It's a little scary, but also kind of cool. All right, they're Okay, out of 10, what do you give that? By the way.
Because of the tabletop thing and it lumping me in for some reason, I don't think that was fair. I'm gonna give it like a 6.
That's fair. Their collaborative chemistry. The podcast originally launched in 2020 and has produced over 200
Not true.
episodes as of mid 2020.
Not
Was it
true.
2019?
Yeah, it was 2019.
Okay, it's close, but yeah, not quite. Their content lineup. Maybe it's partially doing it because of us.
Yeah, you joined. You know what? You joined in 2020, so
Mhm.
maybe that.
Maybe that's what it's doing. But their content lineup is vast: game talks, debate clubs, revisits of classic titles, listener Q&As, and special guests, all featuring Alex and Spencer's signature interplay. This format motivates lively back and forth, injecting humor and camaraderie. Think of it like a chat between two gamer best friends exploring everything from Metal Gear Solid 2 to Game Boy Advance versus 3DS.
That's not. I don't think that's inaccurate.
It's not
Um,
inaccurate, but it's quite broad,
it's quite broad.
which
It's
is
not really
fair.
telling us.
That's fair. But
I think next after getting reading this, I think we need to ask it about like more about our chemistry, maybe.
okay. Okay. What they've been up to. As of June 22nd, 2025, they aired Button Mappers Podcast number 1, a deep dive into the Final Fantasy timeline, Metal Gear Solid, and the GBA versus 3DS debate. Tell us about runtime. Their schedule typically includes monthly Game Talk episodes covering recent news, retro gaming topics, community questions, and guest appearances. And that's really Game Talk Tonight, but it looks like it's just keeping the Game Talk name, which we did,
Yeah, it's
so
just
that's
called
fair.
Game Talk. Yeah, we call it Game Talk Tonight for a reason because it's meant as like a spiritual successor. I don't know what you did recent news. I guess it's just talking about the monologues.
That
But
does
usually that's
recent
just
news.
for. Yeah, I guess there is because like for full transparency, Spencer writes those, and
Don't
I guess there
ruin it.
is like I'm not ruining anything, but for um, but like I guess you do put like gaming news in with the humor and like recent events.
It helps with joke writing, as I just find things that are going on and then tell a joke
Yeah,
about it. Yeah.
so I guess it's true.
Why they click? Here's why we click so well. Why we have 306 subscribers. Let's find out.
Why we're famous, world famous.
Their strengths lie in Alex's playful spontaneity meets Spencer's RPG savvy analysis. Okay, they hit that. Regular episodes since 2020. That's true, with detailed discussions and lively reviews. Audience friendly vibe. They invite guests, field community Q&A, and keep a tone that's equal parts casual and in depth.
Not wrong.
Ooh, you know what we should ask it? Something else we could ask it? What we need to do to
Yeah.
improve.
Yes. Okay, we'll ask about our chemistry and then we'll do that.
Yes. Summary. Alex leads energy, humor, and a love for all things gaming. Spencer contributes RPG structure. Okay, yeah, that's stupid. Thoughtful commentary and informed takes. It just really thinks I'm only an RPG machine guy. I don't know. That's kind
You
of
are.
Together, they make the Button Mappers a must-listen watch for anyone who enjoys spirited gaming dialogue, retro nostalgia, and lighthearted debate.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. So,
talk about the chemistry between them.
yeah.
Talk about the chemistry between Alex and Spencer.
No. Oh, damn it. I was gonna say in depth because it might repeat.
Let's go on.
Okay.
Yeah. The chemistry between Alex and Spencer is the heart of the Button Mappers. And it's what keeps their podcast engaging even when the subject matter gets deep or nerdy. Here's a breakdown
Wow.
of how their dynamic
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Because it's a
No
gaming
way!
podcast, so it's got to get nerdy.
It keeps it It keeps it engaging even when the subject gets deep or nerdy. Are you saying that it's not engaging at those points?
Well, it's saying that it is engaging despite being deep and despite being nerdy.
Okay.
Two very different gamers, one common passion.
What? Two gamers, one passion.
Oh, I've seen that video. Alex tends to bring the off-the-cuff energy. He's animated, quick to throw in jokes or challenge a take, and often plays the devil's advocate, even if it's just for fun. His background and content like Turbozone shows in his host-like charisma.
Is that right?
I think so. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
I guess that's true. I think, which that's crazy that it's picking this up, because I think I do play, because like we've put so much out so much content, it's having to like analyze all this shit fast. I think I often do play devil's advocate, even if it's just for fun.
That's true.
Even if it's just to fuck with somebody.
Yeah. Spencer, on the other hand, is more of the measured tactician. Coming from RPG Archive, he's analytical, thoughtful, and grounded. His commentary often adds structure or historical context to their discussions.
I don't know about the last part. Historical context? Do you think?
I think you know more about gaming history than I do.
Yeah. I see. I never really framed you for a gaming historian. I think you're good at like talking about games in relation, like modern games in relation to older games and stuff in a way.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I've never pegged you for like a gaming historian.
Yeah. Together, they don't just agree on everything, which is exactly what makes the conversations lively. They're comfortable disagreeing, poking fun, and diving into playful debates without ever making it feel tense or forced.
That's true. That is, we will actively disagree with each other.
Yeah. Shut up!
Okay.
Why their chemistry works. Natural back and forth. Their conversations feel unscripted in the best way. Like two old friends arguing about which Zelda game really deserves the top spot. They feel unscripted because they are unscripted. That's probably a problem.
Because they're entirely unscripted. Until today, we will have a script.
Yes. Contrasting but complementary personalities. Alex is often the spark, throwing out hot takes, cracking jokes, or speeding things along. That I disagree with that last one.
The last one is not true. I will actively slow things down because it's funnier.
Spencer is the anchor, slowing things down to dissect a point, grounding the show in facts or history.
I think it's off. I think it's starting to get off the rails a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of get where they're saying with that, but the history part is where it's... I usually don't talk about history very much that I know of.
Okay.
I think you talk about it a lot more. Shared history and trust. They clearly know each other well and respect each other's opinions, even when they go at it, like in console wars or RPG rankings. RPG rankings? There's a mutual understanding that keeps the tone lighthearted.
Do we respect each other's opinions?
No.
No. I think that's part of what makes the show good.
No.
Is that we will actively not respect each other's opinions.
Do we disrespect each other's opinions? In action, examples of their chemistry. Debates like GBA versus 3DS often show Alex playfully exaggerating his stance just to mess with Spencer, who counters with reasoned takes, resulting in hilariously lopsided but entertaining conversations. They get it.
They understand me.
That's kind of impressive.
That's terrifying.
Wow. Gaming retrospectives like Metal Gear Solid 2 or Final Fantasy Timelines highlight how their contrasting memories and interpretations spark rich dialogue. Again, wow.
Yeah.
That means that they're actually like scanning the episode and like listening to it.
Which is also terrifying.
It's what you want, right? That's
yeah, sure. That's what we want because we don't want to produce any more content for you fuckers. We want a totally AI generated show.
This is going to be good for our listeners. I think this bodes well for the future of this podcast and for the time that I put into it. Final thought. Their chemistry feels like the backbone of a great gaming pub conversation. Opinionated, passionate, a little goofy, and always respectful. It's what makes the Button Mappers more than just a podcast. It's a hangout for people who love games and love hearing friends talk honestly about them. If you're looking for a gaming podcast that's informative without being dry and casual without being aimless, Alex and Spencer hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, it thinks. I think it thinks we're way too nice to each other than we are.
You know what? I think that it has to. Like it's like programmed to be like, well, here's why it's great because it thinks that we're talking about us. I bet you if we asked it to be like, be honest, be brutally honest, I wonder what it would say.
That or like, what if we asked like do they argue or something, something along those lines, or like see like if it does. Yeah. We should ask it something like that real fast before we ask about like improving.
Okay, what do you want to ask it?
I don't know. Like, what do you like? How do you think we should frame it? Because it thinks we're way too respectful to each other than we actually are.
Be honest about the interactions between Alex and Spencer.
Oh wait.
Are they positive, respectful?
No. Maybe you say because they don't seem respectful. How about that?
Because they don't seem that respectful. Okay. Be honest, Chat GPT. That's a fair observation, and you're not alone in picking up on that. Okay.
Oh.
The interactions between Alex and Spencer on the Button Mappers can sometimes feel combative or lopsided, especially if you're expecting a more traditionally respectful or supportive dynamic. While their chemistry can be entertaining and unpredictable, it's also clear that their style leads into a contentious tone at times, whether intentionally or not. Okay, but that kind of contradicts what they said earlier. So let's see what they
it does
say more. Here's an honest take. Alex often... Whoa, here we go. They're being honest. You ready? Are you prepared for this, Alex?
I'm ready.
Okay.
My therapist is ready too. She's on the line.
Okay, hey therapist.
I'm gonna give her a call.
Bring, bring.
Chat GPT told me something about myself.
Alex often dominates conversations, steering topics with a fast-paced humor or sarcasm. He sometimes talks over Spencer or pokes at his opinions in ways that don't always seem like good-natured teasing.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds more like me, to be honest, but I'm going to
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
reading.
like
Spencer, in contrast, can appear frustrated or disengaged in some episodes. He's clearly trying
Whoa.
to make solid points or offer thoughtful commentary, but it sometimes gets cut off or dismissed. This can give the impression that his role is more reactive than equal.
We're not. We are off the rails.
Interesting.
Because I don't think that's true, right?
I
I don't think
hope
you're ever frustrated or
the
disengaged.
frustrated part, yes, but that's because I'm trying to make an entertaining show. So,
Yeah.
so that's true. But the disengaged part sounds a little bit harsh. But I hope that's not how I come across. That's interesting.
I don't think so.
Tension shows up in their tone, not just their words. There are episodes where you get the sense that they aren't totally on the same page or maybe even annoyed with each other, and it bleeds into the pacing and flow. I mean, again, yes, but I like to add tension to make the show more entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's I don't know. That's their take, and I guess it's not wrong because that's what it's showing. So that's chat. What do you think of ChatGPT's take on us?
It's a little off. I think its description of us in that section is off. I You get frustrated, but I've always gotten the sense it's because we're putting on a show,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be known that like we've been doing this from the beginning, because like that's just the kind of like friendship we have, is that we understand that like we can just take shots at each other and it's whatever. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and some people don't have that. So like I think it's maybe I mean we play it up, so maybe they're
Yeah. I mean, maybe
playing
they're
into that. Maybe
picking
they're
up
like
on
reading
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but maybe that's an interesting idea because maybe that's an outsider view that we don't think about. Is that people are like,
Yeah.
wow, they're mean to each other, but they don't realize that we've known each other for what, like 10 years or something.
Yeah. It's like we're mean to each other because we know we can be.
Yeah. That's interesting. Creative possible explanations. Create attention. They may genuinely have different visions for how the show should feel or function. That's true. Alex with the more off the cuff, chaotic energy, and Spencer with a more structured, analytical approach. That contrast isn't always smooth. You know what? It's true that I agree generally with that, but I think, and this is good that it shows that, but what it doesn't understand is that we talk a lot about that stuff behind the scenes. So that's interesting that it brings it up.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we have different ideas and like not like what we want. What we want is the same goal, but the way we want to get there, I think is
Yeah.
different a lot of the time. But like the thing is though is that like we talk like, we don't talk about that shit on screen. We talk about it off screen, and that's what makes the channel what it is.
Yeah. Long-standing familiarity. Like many long-term collaborators, especially in unscripted content, a degree of grumpiness, sarcasm, or ribbing can develop. Sometimes it plays well. Sometimes it doesn't.
When does it? When does it? Damn, ChatGPT.
Hey, we asked for honesty. Not putting on a podcast voice. It's possible they made a conscious or unconscious choice to keep it raw and unfiltered, which can be refreshing for some listeners, but off-putting for others expecting a more polished dynamic. Interesting.
You think that's true too?
I think so. But
Yeah,
we're also
we don't
moving
put
away
on-
from podcasting, so.
We don't, but still, like that goes for I think for all of our content. We don't really put on like a voice. Yeah, we act goofy, to entertain, but I don't think we like put on like an NPR voice.
Yeah. I would die if we were like all the other gaming podcasts where they're like gushing about everything and basically just the nerd podcast from Red Letter Media. That would just disgust me. So is it bad chemistry? Not necessarily, but it is a more volatile or polarizing chemistry. For some fans, that makes the podcast feel real and unscripted. For others, it might come across as uncomfortable or even disrespectful, especially when the banter tips into dismissiveness or miscommunication. If you're noticing a lack of balance or respect in the dynamic, you're not imagining it. It's part of what makes the button mappers different, but it also means it might not be for everyone. There you go. That's interesting. That's a point of view.
Well, let's say, let me know if you want episode examples where tension is especially noticeable. Ooh, I do want that. I
Okay.
do want that. Let's find out. And chat, I mean, call me chat, but in the comments, people, let us know what you think about this so far. What you think about their take on the show.
Okay. When it gets tense, Alex overshadows Spencer at times, steering conversations and dismissing Spencer's points mid-flow. On more heated topics like console debates, it often feels like Spencer is trying to get a thought in, but Alex jumps in loud and fast before he can. That pattern is noticeable even when Spencer is offering what could be strong, thoughtful takes. So
Do you think that's true?
it is, but not for the reason that it's thinking. It's not because
Yeah.
you're interrupting me. It's because what people. This is a little peek behind the curtain, but we do this podcast obviously over Discord. There is a 1 second delay between us, so sometimes when I'm trying to say something, Alex doesn't realize that I'm speaking and starts talking. And yes, a lot of times I will choose to just stop talking because of that and let him finish his point. So it's not because he's being rude. It's because he literally, from his perspective, I haven't started talking yet.
Yeah. Well, and like, if I ever do actually cut you off, it's to joke.
And same with me. Same with me. But that's part of what makes it hard for us to do, because I think we both have like a stronger inkling to do comedic content. But the problem that curses us when trying to do that is the number one factor that makes comedy work is timing. And we do this with a 1 second delay. So it's like a curse for us that we can't actually do comedic content because the timing is so bad. That's why with Game Talk tonight, we do comedy, but we separate it. So we're not talking, it's not like cooperative comedy. And that's why we do it that way. And when we try to do comedy in podcast form or just in regular dialogue form, you'll see it struggle that way because the time is just off.
Though I think with the Quest for the Worst episodes recently, it's worked well for that. Even though, man, we did have a comment the other day that was like told us that we should focus on talking about the game more and not talk about random stuff and joke. It's like you don't understand the point.
We're a small channel and they have an opinion on what they think it should be when they click on it. So that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. It's not like we have like a set thing that everyone's like, oh, it's those guys that do this.
It's the analysis guy. No, we're just fucking around playing Jackass on DS. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Spencer's side of the conversation becomes reactive and occasionally frustrated. He's clearly invested in the topic, but when it's overshadowed, his engagement drops. Over the course of their 200 episodes since 2020, this uneven rhythm has become a bit of a running theme. I don't get that. I hope that's not how it. I mean, that's like honest feedback of how it comes across. I hope that's not what people pick up on. Because you know what's interesting? I didn't think about this until recently, but since I've joined the podcast, and now it's not even a pod, but since the show, I should say, I'm the only person that's been on every episode. Did you know that?
Have you been on every? No. I think Teddy and I think when you first started, we did a couple. We were still doing the Sonic ones. I think we did a couple Sonic ones.
Oh, that's right.
Like CD and Knuckles and stuff. I think we were finishing out the Sonic content.
That is true. Okay, you're right.
But other than that, yeah, I believe so. Because I've had to set out some. I know Teddy set out some. Yeah, I think other than those 2 Sonic episodes, I think you've been on every episode.
So I hope that's crazy that it says like I become disengaged. I'm like, hey, I've been on every single episode since like mid 2020. Like, please.
And to be fair, I'm pretty sure those early ones with the Sonic ones, I'm pretty sure me and Teddy chose not to bring you on because we wanted to like keep the tone we had for the previous ones.
Yeah.
And you don't like Sonic.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty sure you would have done it if we just asked you to.
Mm-hmm. Examples of rough spots. Console wars. Episodes like PS5 versus Xbox Series often turn into Alex's arena for rapid-fire commentary. This is wrong. Spencer tries to interject a point, but Alex aggressively counters or moves on. The result can feel
It doesn't count. It doesn't count because we're playing characters.
It's weird because it knew that and the other thing, but this one clearly maybe it's just looking too deep. During deep dives, example, Metal Gear Solid 2, Final Fantasy timelines, Alex's spontaneous humor and tangents sometimes derails Spencer's attempts to provide thoughtful analysis. Spencer's pace gets lost in lighthearted banter, which may come off as dismissive even if not intended. I don't know. I don't see that, but it does. That's its opinion. Why it happens. Different show philosophies. Alex leans into chaotic, fast-paced banter. Spencer prefers structured, ideas-driven analysis. When those styles clash, the outcome can feel like a mismatch rather than healthy balance. Long-term
Is
co-host
that
fatigue. Oh, go ahead.
is that what you prefer?
Ideas-driven analysis. Yes, God, I'm all about the data.
Spencer, the ID is man.
Mm-hmm. Long-term co-host fatigue. In over 200 episodes, it's natural fatigue or stale patterns to creep in. Playful ribbing can cross into disregard, especially when both get comfortable without clear boundaries. Editing choices. The raw, unscripted feel of the show may amplify interruptions or dismissive tones in the final cut. Short takes get clipped, and rougher exchanges stick out more.
Editing.
But they do have positive moments.
Aw.
When discussing topics both care deeply about, especially RPGs or retro series, there are moments where Spencer shines and Alex genuinely supports him by following up or asking clarifying questions. Those episodes show when their styles sync and mutual respect is clearer. Episodes with guests or community Q&A also highlight better balance. Alex and Spencer tend to play off each other well, letting space for third-party voices, which softens their dynamic. It sounds like you're a bully. Are you the bully of the podcast?
Fucking asshole. People, let me know in the comments. Am I an asshole? Am I the asshole? r/am I the asshole?
Yeah, we're gonna put this on Reddit and we'll see how it does. The final take. You're absolutely right to pick up on the tension. It's not just you. The push-pull between Alex's extroversion and Spencer's introversion, I am not introverted, can lead to conversations that feel everything but respectful. While that edge may attract some listeners who want unscripted, raw back and forth, it also puts off those hoping for a more balanced, thoughtful dialogue. Yep.
Well, that's what's funny too, is I am introverted.
You're not introverted.
I am, but not on screen. Like I put on, it's it's a performance. This is when I feel like in my day-to-day life I am introverted in a way. Like I do like to keep to myself, and I do like but like this is like where I feel comfortable doing what I do is on camera and like performing. So
okay.
I guess there is like extroversion in that sense.
Yeah, I'm not introverted at all, so I don't know where that comes from. But okay, want to ask it how to improve our podcast?
Yes, we need to know how should the button mapper what steps should the button mappers take to improve their channel?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. This is where it gets real.
Yeah. Okay, number 1, balance the on-air chemistry. Problem: Alex often dominates. Spencer gets sidelined. They're really pushing this idea that you're like a bully.
they're really stuck. And to be clear, this is wrong. And I knew this was wrong going into the episode because I did this as an experiment and asked it about TurboZone, and it was convinced that TurboBot 90013, which is not a character, was my co-host on the show for some reason. And then I asked it to write me an episode about Frogger, and it incorporated beep boops and the robot into the episode, and I was like, this is not at all what my content's like.
That's interesting because this one is close. Seems closer than that. Let's see. Solution: establish structured turn taking in discussions, like alternating who leads segments. That is something I've considered. Is like almost like we have like a live button that the person who's talking because of the timing problem that we have. I have considered that, but I mean obviously that's a little overboard. But it is interesting. Give each host a dedicated space. Example: Spencer's Spotlight or Alex's Arena, where they can speak uninterrupted for a few minutes. Well, that is Game Talk
What the fuck
tonight.
is my arena? Welcome to my arena. Step foot in Alex's arena. Prepare to die.
I mean, that is Game Talk tonight, so I guess we're in the right direction.
I guess that is my arena, isn't it?
Use a mediator, third host more regularly, like Teddy, who can balance
That's hilarious.
things and subtly steer the flow.
That's so it's never mentioned Teddy leaving the show or even being part of the show. They mentioned he's been here as a guest, but
Mhm.
it's actively telling us to get a mediator slash third host, and then it drops Teddy.
Yeah.
What?
I have opinions on that. I'm going to keep them to myself. Result: the show becomes more listenable and respectful, encouraging audience trust and returning viewers. Okay.
Okay.
People listening, are we moving this way? I'd be curious.
Yeah.
2, improve visual presentation on YouTube. I kind of agree on this. The channel's visual branding and thumbnails can be inconsistent or unpolished. Create custom thumbnail templates for series like Game Talk, Rankings, Remap. We don't really do any of those anymore, so
Yeah.
but I get what it means. Invest in eye-catching visuals that reflect each episode's tone. Use big, bold fonts, expressive character art, and simple color palettes. We have talked about that.
Yeah, we check it.
Update the channel trailer. Quit trying to bully me. I'm trying to read these, Alex.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Update the channel trailer and organize playlists more clearly by series. I think we do that pretty.
We do that, and I actively update the channel. I literally text you like yesterday and asked you if you could do that for me because I actively update like the video on the homepage to where it's recent.
Result: better click-through rates, improved discoverability, and a stronger first impression. We have definitely talked about all that.
Yeah, we're working on it, and I think we're seeing some positive feedback.
We are. Number 3, define the show's identity. The tone and content can be inconsistent. Some episodes are goofy, some serious, some combative. Solution: clarify the channel's about section, what the Button Mappers is and isn't. A casual hangout, a serious retro gaming and analysis podcast. Create intro segments like today on the Mappers that help establish format and expectations. That is definitely something I've thought about. Maybe split episodes into 2 types: game talks for casual fun and deep dives for focused, respectful analysis. I do result clear expectations, etc. I do think that our intros, we should probably do more establishing things to
Like what?
well, it's like we come from the podcast world where it's like we talk about, we do like weird non sequiturs and stuff. But I think our intros should be more, here's what we're talking about, here's why you should listen, and here's what you should expect later in the video, and do it like concisely and then move forward. That is something we should be better at doing, and I think we're moving towards it in our content.
I agree.
The splitting episodes into 2 types we don't do because we do like many different types.
And also it keeps bringing up like I think it's really analyzing a lot of our older content from the previous years. So I think that's like where that's coming from because, realistically, our content now is just one idea for an episode, basically, except for the new podcast where we talk about multiple things, but that's meant to be more of a freeform podcast anyway.
Number 4, engage the community more effectively. Problem: community involvement exists but isn't highlighted or grown deliberately. Solution: run viewer polls. Oh, they don't do well to decide what games to cover.
I don't do that, but I do run polls every once in a while.
Yeah, we've tried that and it didn't do well. Maybe it'll do better now that we're getting some momentum.
Yeah.
Feature listener comments in each episode and reply regularly in the comments. So that cesspool, no thank you. Start a Discord server or integrate more with Reddit for deeper fan interaction.
Boy, have we fucking tried.
You know, the integration with Reddit has worked. That worked for the Quest for the Worst specifically.
Yeah.
So, okay. Interesting. You don't want to go on there and read those comments though. Those I own that part and it is ugly. It is not good. Number 5, polish the audio and editing. Episodes can be uneven in volume or pacing, especially in longer discussions. Use better leveling tools or a light post-production polish for cleaner transitions and balanced mic levels. That is true, and I've tried. Still working on it. Trim long, awkward pauses, repetitive tangents, or crosstalk that doesn't add to the content. No.
No, that is the content,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm glad we're on the same page on that one. 6, optimize for YouTube search and discovery. That is something we're practicing. Some uploads don't take advantage of
Yeah.
SEO or metadata strategy. Solution: use clear video titles like ranking every Zelda game with chaos. Button mappers debate. Final Fantasy IX deep dive. What makes it timeless?
We've been working on that, I think.
We have add timestamps, keywords, and relevant hashtags. Promote short clips or highlights to reach casual viewers who may not sit through 90 plus minutes. We are working on it. Yes.
We do both of those things.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what, that the hashtag thing, I want people to know that that actively works. I forget what episode it was, but we had one episode of Quest that wasn't moving at all. And then I went in like a day later and realized that like Spencer hadn't added that stuff, so I added all of it, and then it started moving. That shit actually helps.
Yeah, that
It's
was weird. That was very weird. But you're right, it does help. Number 7, have a real talk off air. If there's genuine friction between Alex and Spencer, they should have a transparent, respectful off mic conversation about roles, tone, and how to evolve the show as collaborators, not competitors. Their audience can feel when something's off. I've talked to Alex off air about his sexual harassment, and he's addressing it.
The other day. Well, I need you. Well, here's the thing, though, is that before I've told you about this, but off air, is that before the episode starts, because like you keep showing me your asshole before the episode starts, and I'm telling you, man, if you keep showing, that's all I'm gonna think about during the episode is like that perfect puckered asshole.
But that's my warm up ritual, and I don't think I should be ashamed for that.
You're teasing me. You're a tease.
Well, agree to disagree. That's one of those things that we're just never gonna resolve. Bonus ideas. Add guest creators from the retro RPG YouTube space for fresh perspectives. I don't. Try themed months. Gee, RPG.
Oh my god!
Launch a Patreon or
kidding
Ko-Fi for bonus episodes or exclusive community votes. We're not there yet.
That's not a bad idea down the road, but we have to get to that point.
We have to get to a point where people want us to do things. We're not there yet.
People will actively give us $1 to make us something.
Yeah, but that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Are you ready?
How you feeling? Do you want to ask it anymore, or we feeling confident?
I'm feeling confident.
Okay.
I'm interested what it makes for our episode.
Okay, so we wanted to have it make us an episode. So maybe ask it to write an episode of The Button Mappers starring Alex and Spencer, and then we'll give it a description of what we want the episode to be about. So we want it to be about the brand new PlayStation 5. And I think we should get a few more details.
PlayStation 6?
Sorry, 6. 6. Yeah, 6. And maybe a few more details alongside, like
pricing, launch games.
Launch game. Yeah, well, I was going to say launch game. I was going to say like alongside launch game, and I was going to say maybe I make up one and you make up one. Game.
Alex makes up one?
No, like now. Like we give it to I make up one and you make up one. So my launch game is Frogger's Funky Feast. And then yours.
The Last of Us Pizza Party.
Okay. Here we go.
Competitive pricing.
Yeah.
New
controllers or innovative controllers. What about like a controversial phallic symbol on console?
I don't know if it's gonna like that.
Okay, well, controversial symbol on console. Let's just do that. See what it comes up with.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
For
all
PC
right,
and
so the
free.
episode is the episode is the Button Mappers PlayStation 6 Funky, Feisty, and Freaky. Starring Alex Spencer. Runtime 40, 50 minutes. Format cold open intro. Okay, we don't need all that.
Okay, you said you were struggling to read this. Are you able to read this? Do you want me
Can
to zoom
you
in?
yeah, zoom in a little bit because the font's just a little small for me. Here we go. That should be good. That should be good. I can read my lines. All right, cold open. So we're gonna give it a second. So let me get this straight. Frogger's back, Ellie's delivering pizza, and the PlayStation 6 has a new logo that looks like a cursed hashtag?
It's not a hashtag. It's a reimagined cross of interaction. Sony's words, not mine.
Bro, it's a tic-tac-toe board with commitment issues.
Welcome to the next generation of confusion.
Button mappers.
I'll cut that and I'll just put our intro in it.
Oh, okay. Well, I like my version, but okay. You're listening to The Button Mappers, the only podcast that thinks a pizza party can be post-apocalyptic and emotionally moving. I'm Alex, the guy who once beat Frogger blindfolded. How did it know?
And I'm Spencer, your local PS5 holdout, now being reluctantly dragged into the neon lit future. Today we're mapping out the PlayStation 6, new console, new controversies, and 2 launch games that nobody asked for but somehow kind of rule?
Frogger's Funky Feast and The Last of Us Pizza Party, we're breaking them down slice by slice.
So the PS6 dropped at $599.99, but with 2 editions, digital and the weirdly named Physical Plus, which includes a pizza warmer on top. Why?
Because Sony's tired of you getting up during cutscenes. That's why. Also, they're not calling it a power button anymore. They're calling it an engagement glyph.
Yeah, about that. The console symbol, that new raised X pattern on the top, people say it resembles a cult emblem or a waffle press. Twitter is melting.
To be fair, it does look like it could summon a demon, or at least heat up your pizza in The Last of Us Pizza Party.
Spec-wise, it's strong. 24-core adaptive GPU, custom haptic feedback triggers, SSD with dynamic temperature syncing, no clue what that means, built-in AI narrator that occasionally roasts your skills mid-game.
Yeah, I tried pausing Frogger, and it told me real gamers don't hop away from responsibilities. I felt judged.
Let's start with Frogger's Funky Feast. It's not just a platformer, it's an open world cooking game with road hazards. You collect ingredients across highways while dodging SUVs and crafting ramen for woodland creatures.
It's Frogger meets Overcooked meets Grand Theft Auto. You even have to bribe a raccoon mob boss named Vinny.
Weirdly charming. 7.5 out of 10. It's glitchy, but the soundtrack slaps. Funky bass lines for days.
And then we have The Last of Us Pizza Party. Not a joke. This is a real game. Canon sequel. Ellie opens a pizza truck in Boston, and the only zombies are emotional flashbacks.
It's part rhythm game, part visual novel. You build relationships by topping pizzas with precision. Also, there's a mini game where you throw anchovies at raiders.
I cried during the mozzarella monologue. Neil Druckmann, you've done it again.
Let's talk about the controller. The new controller is called the DualSense Mirage, and it has adaptive temperature grips, aroma cartridges, so you smell the pizza, fingerprint memory for personalized stick resistance.
Mine smells like gasoline and oregano. I don't know if that's a feature or a fire hazard.
Also, the share button is now a tell button. Press it once and it live posts your gameplay on every platform you've ever used.
I hit it accidentally and it opened a clip of me missing 3 jumps in Frogger. My uncle texted me, "Are you okay?"
Also worth mentioning, Sony's internal message boards are ablaze over the new logo symbol. Some fans say it's too close to a corporate rebrand. Others swear it's a QR code for a hidden ARG.
Spoiler alert! It's just a pizza coupon. 10% off garlic knots. So, is the PS6 a masterpiece or a mozzarella meltdown? I'm calling it game changing and flame broiled.
I think it's weird, bloated, overpriced, and I kind of love it. The games are fun, the hardware is fast, and my living room smells like a pizzeria. That's innovation.
Let us know what you think of PS6, Frogger's Funky Feast, and Ellie's Pepperoni Journey. Leave a comment, slap the tell button, and subscribe for more gaming madness.
And remember, don't cross the cross symbol, or it might power on your neighbor's fridge.
Peace out, pizza mappers.
Why? Okay.
Yes, we do want a
Make
thumbnail.
the thumbnail. Okay, what would the thumbnail look like?
If it doesn't include us, we're gonna have to ask it too.
Okay.
That was that, that was amazing.
That was incredible. And yes, viewers, that's what you're going to get soon when we replace us.
Yeah, we replace us with AIS.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never actually know when we're on screen or not.
It's coming. So while that's going,
yeah,
why was it so obsessed with pizza?
Because you did the pizza party, and then I did Frogger's Funky Feast, which also it related to like pizza or something or food. So it was like a really food centric launch lineup.
Well, and like it's talking about the console being like a pizza warmer or something.
Yeah, there's a pizza warmer. My favorite thing was the tell button. That was the funniest goddamn thing I've heard in a long time. It asked me to there's a tell button that posts your gameplay to every social media platform you've ever used.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And then my uncle calling me to ask if I was okay. That's funny.
Yeah.
I was kind of I knew the symbol thing wouldn't end up in like a penis or like a swastika or something, but I was kind of hoping, you know. The new Chat GPT wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Grok, on the other hand,
Yeah.
that one might do it. Should try it on Grok.
Grok. Ask Grok about Croc.
Yeah.
Which one of those two games would you have played? Frogger's Funky Feast or The Last of Us Pizza Party?
Frogger's Funky Feast.
Yeah, he said you had to persuade a mob boss raccoon named Vinny.
That sounds like it could
Sounds
happen.
awesome.
Yeah, in like an arcade classic.
What?
Oh.
What happened?
It said it's like some error happened.
Well, I mean, overall, that was something.
I'm curious how they would think that would last for 50 minutes.
Yeah, we got through that in what, like 10, maybe 5, 10, somewhere around there.
Had to have been, like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere in between. There's no way that would have lasted 50 minutes. I guess maybe us showing gameplay of the games or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Us making a pizza in the pizza warmer. I wonder if they're drawing inspiration from the KFC console that warm chicken. Remember that?
Yeah. That's probably where they're getting it. Yeah.
I don't think that ever came out.
What a bummer.
I know, what a bummer. I want to warm up my fried chicken.
Just waiting for our
Why
thumbnail for this.
does this take so damn long? Make our thumbnail.
Make the
Come on.
nail.
Make the nail. Everyone's on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, everyone's
at
like
home.
waiting and excited for this. We probably should have used Grok. Because
It's
that's
fine.
the thing that's like trending
if
right now.
if this is a popular episode, people like this concept. Maybe we'll do it with Grok. We'll do it a second time.
Okay.
You know,
See what
yeah,
kind of
we can.
Nazi hate we can get on our.
Yeah, we can like explore another AI platform and see what it comes up with. That'd be a after dark episode. We'll air it at 1 a.m.
Game talk after
Damn.
tonight.
Yeah.
Come on.
Game talk tonight.
Waiting for that circle to close up.
Oh my god, dude. It's like I'm gooning over here. Yeah, you know what gooning is?
Yeah, that's. You can't say that on our G-rated podcast.
I can say whatever I want.
Okay,
It's full.
Alex's bullying is on full display now.
And my gooning.
And
my goonage.
They didn't mention how much gooning you do.
Yeah, they didn't mention my love for gooning in the description. Yeah, they talk about doing like segments. Like I do. Like every episode I do Alex's Goon Corner.
Okay, here's
Okay, but we need us. So we need to like ask it to replace those guys with Alex and Spencer.
Do you think I should submit the pictures?
Why does it say 2 of 2? Is there another one?
The other one failed. No. There it is.
No, that one sucks.
I could see that being us though. That's closer to us.
But we need to replace it. That looks nothing like us. What are you talking? Because it's 2 white guys.
Kind of looks like you, but it needs to have longer hair.
What? I don't wear glasses.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a bad. I mean, these are some good ideas. The Last was Pizza Party and Frogger's Funky Feast are right there. That just looks like a PS5. That's not a PS6.
Yeah, it needs. Okay, we need to ask it to replace the 2 men with Alex and Spencer, and then also make a new console design for the PlayStation 6. Because that's just a PlayStation with a hashtag on it. Well, you gotta ask it to make Alex and Spencer. Yeah. So that now. Yeah, see, this is what I thought you would need. So go ahead and slap those in there.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Just send them. It's the most disturbing pictures. It's the worst pictures of us.
I just gotta keep it so the people viewing can see the pictures.
You look like you know what the picture of you looks like? You look like your parents just told you they're getting divorced.
Oh, that's funny.
You're like,
because when my parents actually told me they were getting divorced, I was the happiest I've ever been, and I went out and bought a Nintendo DS. It couldn't have been a better.
But that isn't that what the picture looks like?
Yeah. Like, no, this shouldn't happen. Something like that.
How could this happen to me?
both of the pictures I put in look like our parents are getting a divorce. Is that what you would look like if they said?
Like this?
Yeah. Now, son, I have some bad news.
Yeah, they just sit me down, and like as soon as I get the vibe, I'm just like that's my defense mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, Alex is responding just as we thought he would. by sticking his tongue out and looking disgusted.
He's disassociating.
That's funny that it did all that analysis and then it's like, use a picture of us and it's like, what do you guys look like? It's
I
like,
don't know if maybe it's a legal thing.
oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's like you've literally scanned 200 episodes of us. You'd think you would know.
Yeah. No, it knows. It knows. It definitely knows. I can't see what the fuck? I can't. It didn't make a new one.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That's a shitty one.
Let's try again.
I knew. Yeah, ask it to make sure we're on screen. Make sure Alex and Spencer are fully on screen, and create a new console design for the PlayStation.
Use 9:16 aspect ratio.
Yeah, that's what you need, because I had to do that before.
Make sure the console is a new PS6 idea. Okay. Come on. Okay, so this will be the last one because we're
This will be
really
the last one.
milking the time here. But
Yeah,
what are we hoping for? We're hoping for a widescreen
yeah.
picture.
Us on screen.
Funky.
A new PlayStation 6 design. That's not just a PlayStation 5.
Oh shit! I should have done 16:9.
Yeah. Just ask him to make it 16:9. You could just ask him a minute.
Make it 16:9. Oh, it's gonna make me wait. Okay, one more picture. This would This would be for the short that we do about this.
Well, I think we should actually use this. I think we should. I think we should actually use this thumbnail for this episode. For this AI episode, we should actually just use this as the thumbnail, because I mean that's what it's telling us.
It says I've reached my image creation limit.
Okay.
Maybe
Is this?
maybe this is still gonna make it, and this is the last one. But that's pretty good.
What's going on?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so this is I want, and this has to be the thumbnail of this upload.
All right, this is gonna be great.
Go back up to the one it just made. You know who you look like? You look like Nathan Fillion.
Wow, thank you.
Right?
Like if he did crack.
Fillion. Yeah, you got like a Nathan Fillion on crack thing going on.
You look like you're a dungeon master.
Do I?
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of dungeon masters that have that like Nordic style strong.
I was gonna say like my nose kind of reminds me of like more like gives me like a Hawaiian vibe. Like I feel like I'd see me like at a luau or something.
Jason Momoa kind of.
Yeah, I mean if you're just fat, because apparently I'm just super fat.
Yeah, it is a grotesque. Both of these are pretty.
Well, it's because the picture you use, I purposely like chunk my head into my neck.
Yeah.
To give myself like a double chin.
For reference, I mean this is what we.
Yeah. See, I purposely made my like neck fat pop out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, so I give myself like a grosser look.
Yeah, and mine looked like that, which is model-esque. But let's see.
If there's one thing I love, dude, it's taking gross pictures. There was a time where my Instagram was just a ton of like gross up chin, fat, 20 roll pictures of myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I have many ugly pictures of Alex that we use so we can use them for thumbnails. I just keep picking this one because it's my favorite. But
because it's disturbed.
But I have many more if we want to get into those.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I ain't taking another. What?
It just makes me. If I refresh, usually it comes up. Okay, here we are.
It got worse.
That's even it's worse but better. Like we'll take that.
Look at your eyes. Look at your fucking eyes.
What happened to me?
I was like, why did it cut off the first F?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's
well this
annoying.
is this has got to be the one to use for this thumbnail.
Yeah. Excellent.
So there we go. There we go, everybody at home. Let us know what you thought about AI making an entire button mapper episode because really you shouldn't tell us because it doesn't matter what you think. We're doing this anyway. This is the future of the show.
Yeah. Just say you like it. Just
Yeah.
comment on it and be, controversial in the
We
comments.
we will be profiting off of AI and making a shit ton of money and content farming while me and Spencer are on a tropical beach.
That's true.
So
It's funny on the screen that I'm recording this on. It looks like there's like a big line in my forehead,
it's your hair, right?
but it's well. If you when you see it, you'll notice that it's like disconnected. It doesn't look like it's connected to my hair, but I assure you that it is. For some reason, it just looks like that. I don't know why. It's really my Superman looking hair, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.